Let's play some Mass Effect 3. Been a long time since I did Paragon. Over a year. But we're back. Just accidentally booked the mic, that's fine. Right, let's see if I can find my save. I think I've got two of them now. I used one as a test playthrough for my all achievement guide. So I've got two CST goods. Oh, I forgot about this part, this can take forever. Or sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes that takes forever, sometimes it doesn't work at all, and sometimes it just does it like straight away. Fine, right, load, switch careers. Now which one is it? It's gonna be the one that's created. It's the infiltrator as well. I know it was an infiltrator. So infiltrator. And we'll load the last save. So I'm not sure where we left off. Damn it, I should have checked my footage to see where I got to. Pretty sure I just beat into Chachanka. So we'll see what I need to do when I go back on. So by the way, one of the things I forgot about. So I was looking at the game disc and I forgot that it says better with Kinect sensor. I completely forgot that you can use the Kinect with this game. So I'm trying to remember what it was like, because I think it only worked with, like, you can say like Liara use singularity and stuff like that. And I remember Rooster Teeth making a parody about like if you could do it for the dialogue choices, which I'm not 100% sure if it was actually true or not, if you can use their connector to do dialogue choices, but they made the joke like, yeah, just during dialogue, all the like real person would say is like, yeah, go on, okay. And yeah, I actually might try it. I don't know if it works, because like they gave up on the Kinect like pretty long into near the end of like the Xbox 360's life cycle, and I don't think they came with a port anymore. You have to get like an adapter.
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria.
Yeah, we can do that. You got anything else?
Look at that galaxy map. Do you know how many strategy games are built from that interface?
You play strategy games?
A few. Most are too flashy though. I prefer chess.
Nerd.
I have a set made from rose quartz and hematite back home. I like the feel of something solid in my hands.
Well, now that I know your weakness, we may have to try a game.
It'd be more fun than playing Edie. Edie doesn't sweat.
You sweat playing chess?
Depends on how much fun we're having.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Check my emails. Oh my god, so many. Alliance News Network alerts news article on Reaper. From Alliance News Network information partners, Feros, a group of colonists on Feros have mounted a defensive against arriving Reaper forces, holding them back long enough for the civilians from a nearby colony to escape. The informal militia from Zeus Hope, said to be survivors of a savage Geth attack several years ago, have repelled initial Reapers landing attempts with a level of wartime competence more common to seasoned platoons. The colonies are using improvised weapons as well as supplies salvaged from a defunct exogeny facility. This colony is our home, colony spokesperson Lisbeth Binman said. We've survived worse and we know how to fight together. The colony is expected to have time for full evacuation before more Reaper forces arrive. So that was a colony from Mass Effect 1. With the Thorian, was that it? I think it was. Still fighting from Sheala. Dear Commander Shepard, I don't know if you've seen the articles, but the people of Zeus Hope are fighting again. This time it's the Reapers instead of the Geth. I'm not sure you remember me, but you helped me back on Ilium. The Thorian is dead now. I can confirm that. But the spores in our bodies remain, and on some level we are still connected. This is not necessarily a bad thing. As we fight back the Reapers, we feel each other and act with one mind, ignoring pain when the need arises. I'm sure that I'm still indoctrinated. I remember Sovereign's voice in my mind when I went willingly to the Thorian as its thrall. But my connection to the people of Zeus Hope is stronger. It drowns out the Reaper voices. This situation is imperfect and dangerous. Perhaps the colonists should separate for their own safety, but with one mind, the untrained fight with the skill of veteran commandos, our force is strong. I have not forgotten how you helped us, how you spared me, and where you're leaving Feros soon. When the time comes, we will fight with you. Yes, that is also from Feros. That is the Asari that we spared at the end of the mission. Impressive work from General Corinthus. When you arrived on Mene, I had a hard time seeing how you flying off with one of our best generals would benefit our fight against the Reapers. However, as I now watch Turian and Krogan fighters working together to take down a Reaper destroyer, I must admit I am impressed. You've broken an alliance that many people thought impossible. Palaven might be saved after all. So that is the general from, what's the name of the Turian moon? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't remember now. Palaven? No, that's actually the home planet. It's the moon of Palaven. But yeah, he's sent us a message. Making babies from Erdnot Rex. Shepard, making babies again will be fun. I bet it will be. As soon as this war is over, let's just say I'll do my part to build our numbers back up. You really came through for us. I'm proud to call you my friend. Eve is in the Kelflick Valley, enlisting support from the other clans and spreading the word. She's going to be a great leader. Most of the males won't like me sharing power with her, but too bad, I run the show. We're off to save the Turians now, since apparently they forgot how to hold a gun. Oh, I love Rex. I love all these emails as well, because I don't think we got these in the Renegade playthrough, because, you know, we were kind of a dick, and so people just don't message us. That's fine. Your regrettable decision from Dalatras Linrun. So this is the Dalatras. She's like tried to convince us to not do the Genophage cure. Commander, I am deeply disappointed by your actions on Tuchanka. As I thought I made clear, curing the Genophage will have long-term consequences once the Reaper threat has passed. That's the thing, like, she's just like, oh, the Reapers, fuck it, we just gotta sit this one out, you know, go to a pub and wait for it to blow over. They're fine. You know, it doesn't take it as a potential extermination event. Our combined forces will be so depleted that no race in the galaxy will be capable of stopping resurgent Krogan. Moreover, the Krogan will undoubtedly seek revenge for the Genophage, and the Solarian Union will be among their first targets. When that day comes, Commander, the blood of my people will be on your hands. I'm ashamed to also learn that our own scientist sacrificed his life carrying out your orders. This is a dark day, not only for my people, but all of galactic civilization. I hate this bitch. So she's just like presuming the Krogan are gonna like attack her and wipe out like the Solarians. She just presumed it. I mean, yeah, kind of a little bit deserved it. It's complicated. It's a very complicated situation.
Alright, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
You gotta respect the classics.
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me. The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey,
Oh,
what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Oh, I love this game. Oh, it's got so much charm and character.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
Yeah, he was a good friend.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he was always running those tests. And one time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
Glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
It definitely feels good.
There's enough misery in this universe. It's nice to see
You know,
something
it
go
feels
right
good
for a
and deserved. I
Can't
worked my
say
arse
I've
off in
ever
this
really
game.
witnessed history in the making like this. Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if some young, hot-headed Krogan took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
She's a bitch. It never crossed my mind.
I could never bring myself to do that, no matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
Let's hope our luck holds.
Can't believe how good this game looks. I don't know what it is, but when I'm doing the footage for my achievement guide, it looks nowhere near as good as this. I don't know if my TV's like scaling it or something, or running at a higher frame rate for some reason. I know that's probably impossible. But it looks like it's running like 60 FPS at like 4K, and this isn't the Legendary Edition. This is on the Xbox 360. So like, there's no way it could be doing that. But it just looks so good.
I wonder where all the Krogan will live now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
That's a good point. Do they live on the ground in like bunkers or something?
Commander?
Sugar. Edie's not there. Where's Edie? She's gonna be on the ship doing something weird. I guarantee it. We'll find her. So I said that Krogans probably live in bunkers because they're constantly like bombing each other. Like they're constantly under like nuclear war. So it kind of makes sense. But they also said they have camps. So I imagine it's a bit like, you know, the Khajiit. Like they have like tents set up everywhere. Kind of like a desert nomad tribe. That would be pretty cool. Oh my god. I don't know where I left off. So I'm going to have to wander around for a little bit and figure out my bearings.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
That's a good point. We don't want them getting indoctrinated by a Reaper. Intel from the Battle of Arcturus. Telemetry captured from Arcturus Station, that's a hard word to say, shows just how quickly Reapers poured in from the relay and tore through Alliance fleets. BIs can analyze hostile fire and the data collected to increase weapon damage. They can also spend more processing power looking for ways to improve shielding against Reaper weapons. So increase our weapon damage or shields. I'm going to go for weapon damage. Yeah, actually probably shields would have been better on this difficulty, on normal.
Hello again, Shepard.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
I was trying to interact with your terminal, didn't mean to be rude. Mass relay traffic reports, so everything's just increasing. Some decreases though. There's got to be some like data nerd's going to look at this, Mass Effect nerd, and is going to know, and going to glean some like probably interesting information off that. And maybe, oh, that mass relay was connected to this place, so that probably means everyone there is dead. Not everyone's evacuated from there and somebody's gone to somewhere else. And 2 of them were unavailable, so does that mean they've been destroyed? Or like captured by Reapers? Maybe. One of them was Shanxi, which is near the... I think I always thought it was like near the Turian home planet, but the Shanxi is the name of the battle when we first met the Turians, so maybe not. Maybe it was a human colony that the Turians found and started attacking? Who knows? Doctor?
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back. I wanted to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them.
To be fair, they do look good. Could have been much worse. Oh, here you are, just creepily hanging out.
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small?
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Tyrians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
That's a good point. Do I need to get you a chair? It's just weird you're just standing in the middle of the room. I know she says she's uploading data, but her physical body doesn't matter because she's inside the ship. Like, she doesn't have to be close to the Wi-Fi router for it to work. She is the Wi-Fi router. Oh, whatever. Maybe she just wants the peace and quiet away from Joker. Joker and Garrus making jokes in the cockpit must be like hell for Edie, who doesn't quite understand humour yet. Well, she does. She's made some good jokes. She's getting there. Got anything to say, Javik? Oh, we've got a cutscene.
Commander.
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Oh, that'd be Miranda.
Sounds like Miranda.
Yep.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And a Krogan who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
That's because the weak needs protection. But I do like that, because it's not just like his psychic, which is a lot of like in sci-fi shows. We have an alien race that's, just a psychic race. Technically, I guess the Asari are kind of like that, because they can do like the mind meld stuff. But it's not really that. It's more like he can read the memory of like physical things. Like he touches a door handle and he knows how many people have used that door handle and stuff like that, which I think is really cool. The weak need protection too, Javik.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise, we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
So conflict should be a way of life?
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
And neither do I.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
That'd be interesting. But I always hate the argument about evolution. The survival of the fittest. It's like strong has to be dicks to the weak. Because it's for like for intelligent evolved beings like humans and Javik and aliens and that sort of deal. You are technically above evolution, not the physical part of it. We're always going to be evolving. Like humanity is significantly taller than humans were just a few generations ago. So we're still going to evolve no matter what, like physically. But like this social stature or that we have, it just doesn't really exist anymore. And I feel like people who choose to believe it does exist are using it as an excuse to be a dick. I'm not going to say that's what Javik believes, because he's from like an empire where they were all technically like that, which I believe is an evil viewpoint. It's like, the Sith from Star Wars would believe in that sort of ideal. And so, you really, I can't imagine you being a scholar. You're more of a warrior.
You think you'd like that? It's a whole different line of work.
I wouldn't know. Living a life of constant war, taking life in every battle.
I see how it could be tough to see outside the box.
It is the only box I have known. It shapes me, as stone is shaped by the one who carves it. This stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this, and we'll both be set free.
That's interesting. What would Javik do when he's not a soldier anymore? Because I like that as well. So in the Prothean civilization, people have their roles that they're assigned, and that's all they do. You have scientists, you have gardeners, you have soldiers, and then they can't not be that. And so Javik sort of freed himself from that because the society is gone, and now he's in like our society where he's free, but yet he doesn't know how to be anything else, which I think is a really interesting idea.
You have killed a Reaper. I would like to have seen it. No matter. There will be more.
Plenty more.
That's interesting. And
Yes,
if he was in the party,
fight remains.
does this dialogue
I have
change?
heard about the offer the Solarians made. I would have accepted it, and not told the Krogan. Morality and friendship do not matter now. Your allies are simply resources to
That
use
doesn't make sense to
against
me.
the Reapers.
So he doesn't really know about the conflict between the Solarians and the Krogan, and he probably would, if he did know, then I feel like he would side with the Krogans because they're like the superior, like warrior race, you know? And that's all his entire deal. Whatever. See you later, Javik. He will mellow out the more we speak to him. He's gonna grow as a character, which I love.